Now I'm going to be super careful in here. Being the wet season, nesting season for the saltwater crocodile. And female crocodiles get very cranky and territorial with their nests. Do not want to come across one. I know you guys probably want me to. Morning guys, welcome back to another episode of Wild Reaches. We've woken up in this place that's usually paradise, but today it's quite miserable. But Dane and I are going to find the best that it has to offer, don't we, mate?
Yeah, mate.
Dane's whipped up a gigantic stick with his knife on the end to get us some breakfast. And we've decided to probably stay another night tonight so we can explore this place properly today. So we've got the hammocks up here. I think I've showed you guys that already. The boat made it through the night. It's out there on anchor still, which is unreal. That's one of the most stressful things of doing these kind of remote trips, is leaving your boat in the water overnight and, you know, drifting off to sleep. You just gotta let go. But it's there, so that's good. We're just trying to work out, it's dead low tide right now. We're trying to work out how we're going to start the day, whether we go look for mud crabs on the low tide and mud shell, which is probably what we'll do. Limit ourselves to like an hour, and then we're thinking we might push way upstream while this weather is just miserable at the front here, and look for fresh water. There's normally a rock bar where the fresh water meets the salt, in that brackish kind of area. So, and it's quite a big river system, so there should be one. So that's the plan. We're going to do that. Take you guys along for the ride, but first of all we're going to have our coffee and maybe get one more coconut, and then we'll get cracking. Some adjustments?
A few adjustments.
Look at these little babies, we're saving them for later this morning, I think. Maybe lunchtime. Oh, he's getting greedy, he's going for 3. That's good actually, we'll keep a couple on the boat.
I might as well go for 4.
Yeah.
Can't have them uneven.
1 each now, 1 each on the boat. Well, actually, are you going to share them with me, or
Hey?
are you actually going to share them with me? I'm just assuming.
Get your own.
I'm just assuming you're sharing. I think you got. Oh, if you watched the last episode, you would have seen where Dane put me up on the beach here, and I walked up and looked for a camp spot. This is what we found. If you didn't see that episode, jump back, because it was a bloody mission getting to here. We came halfway in the tinny. We got about halfway here, then had engine troubles, and we had to beeline for the coast, hug the coast, and motor back. We didn't quite make it all the way back, so Dane had to go back and get the big boat, come back, tow me in the tinny back to our main camp where the Land Cruisers are, and dump the tinny, load everything into the big boat, and then come down here in the bigger boat. So we made it here, but it was a crazy day. This is camp. So I'm under here. I got really wet last night because I didn't have this set up properly. This was blowing around. You can see the bottom of my hammock got all wet. So I need to adjust that today out there like that. And then Dane was in under here. He's got the, I think it's the Safari Deluxe extra large. So he's got this big fly on top. It's much bigger than mine. And then he's rolled up the hammock so that we've got this little standing room today. You know, we can cook lunch in here if we have to when we catch a fish or whatever. This is our little camp setup. Now we got no food left. We brought some fish fillets with us. We brought coral trout, which we cooked up last night. We had a beer battered coral trout, which was amazing. But now we've got nothing left. We've got some wraps, and what else do we have? About a third of a tomato, half an avocado. But we need some fish, fish or crab or something to go with it. So that's the plan today.
Oh man, these are the best. Full to the brim. Oh yeah. Wait till No stops flying the drone before I rip in.
Alright, time to hit the river, I think. It's actually looking really nice out there. It's starting to glass off a bit. And the weather has backed off slightly, as you can see. But this is the wet season, guys, for any of you new viewers who haven't been watching our episodes lately. We're up here in Cape York in the wet season, so some days you get beautiful blue skies, and then every afternoon you get a big storm come through, and it might rain all night. But the last sort of, I don't know, nearly a week now, we've had this weather pattern where every night and every day, every morning, it just drizzles. Last night rained heaps, but you wake up to drizzle in the morning and overcast and windy and pretty nasty. So it's starting to clear out now, which is good. We're going to get down to the river, go for an adventure, see what we can find. Just had some beautiful coconuts that Dane captured from the coconut tree. Aren't they full?
They're so full.
Yeah, look right there.
Yeah, that one squirted too.
Tree. Probably one of the best I've ever had, mate.
Yeah.
Honestly, they were amazing.
On the like doing this stuff, it's probably one of the best I've had. Because
Yeah.
usually you get them, they're a bit funny.
Yeah.
Or like not funny, but
Australian
they're
ones.
not perfect.
Yeah.
They're pretty much perfect.
They were sweet. They were like sparkling. They were really good. So we're going to take, because we've got no food now, we're going to take these with us today. We'll crack them open and they'll keep us going, I suppose. We've got a big Yeti here, big Yeti water tank, and you can see there's quite a bit in there already. That's filling up with water. So, because we've got the Cedar Summit bags here, this one's nearly empty. It's probably got about a litre and a bit. And that one's probably got about 7 litres in it. So we're nearly 10 litres, but you just don't know. You have to have as much water as you can get. So we're capturing water. We've got the stuff for the boat. I think we're ready to go. Hopefully we can get to the boat. It's all about timing. If you stuff it up, you're going to be swimming to the boat. And that tide's pushing in pretty quick. You sure it's alright?
Yep.
Ooh, it looks nice out there. Yeah, that tide's coming in quick. That sandbar's going under. Across there. So I'll show you here, this is what we do. Dane's got the stern line here in his hand. And as you can see, he's pulling the stern of the boat in. And if you anchor right, the anchor will stay out and swing in on it. So at night, you let the stern line out and the boat will sit with the tide, whichever way the tide's coming, it'll face into it. And then at night, it should be able to swing around and face the tide again as it starts coming back out. Look at that. Nailed it. We're just pulling up the anchor and then straight across on the other side of the river there's a big long sand spit with what looks like a deep channel, running down one side of it and water pushing over that sort of sand bit into the channel. So we're going to start in the morning, we're just going to motor out to the mouth, a couple hundred metres, spin around and troll back along that edge. And then we'll go explore the mangrove forests. Like we're not seeing, even yesterday, no birds or queenies or
we didn't even hear any wolves last time. I had like 4 bumps then and they just wouldn't set it.
I'm changing colours. I want my colour back. We could get a thready for lunch.
Sweet, eh? Yep. Ah, he dropped it again.
What is going on over there? Look how warm the water is. Is that a wolf? Yep. 26.7 degrees. That's still pretty cold. Must be all the rain.
I'm still thinking about that coconut, man. So good. You're right though, it was like it was sparkling.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause that's real fresh, juicy ones, like zingy on your tongue when you first drink them.
Let's go look for mud crabs. See if we can find it there anyway.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to get up when it's just drizzle crap.
But it's not like you're going out to sit on the couch and all that.
Yeah, watch a movie. It's what you're actually doing stuff.
Alright, let's step out into the rain.
Let's get more wet. Even though you're not wet in the rain, you're still wet because the air's so wet.
Yeah.
Like my shirt, I haven't been in the rain all morning and my shirt is wet.
Dane's tying the bow off there, straight up to a snag. Hopefully that's solid. And we're going to go for a walk up around the back of the mangroves, which is a bit safer, you know, from the big snapping handbags. And it's everywhere, like even this stretch of mangroves here, that little island looking thing. All these little things can hold big mud crabs and mud shells, so we're just going to go for a hunt. It's so hard to make a decision on what to do first when you're in a new river like this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially at a mid-tide.
Yeah. And when you've only got like, I don't know, we've decided to stay tonight now as well, but we've got no more food, but like we've only got a set amount of time to really, you know, catch fish or catch muddies or whatever, certain tides. And if we stuff this up, then we miss out on another opportunity. So it's like,
yeah. Could have been doing something else.
yeah. It's exciting. I just want to find a little entry down into the mangroves. Somewhere a bit easier, but look how thick it is. I don't know, maybe this isn't the greatest spot. Ugh. That looks messed up. You in there, mate? Oh, I was going to come that way.
Man, it's impenetrable.
Yeah, so it's back there, it's the same.
So dense.
Can't get in up there anyway?
Nah.
What about down to the left? Now, remember, breeding season for saltwater crocodiles, or nesting season I should say. we got to be really careful. I reckon we had to move. You agree?
Yep.
So what we've done back at camp, we collected a heap of firewood this morning because it just rained all night, pretty much all day yesterday. We collected a heap of firewood and put it under the tarp because we didn't know we were going to come down and stay for 2 nights. We didn't really bring much gear. So if we got to cook lunch and dinner, we'll have to get a fire going. Got your rake whistle? Alright, we're splitting up. Dane's going that way, I'm going this way. Double our chances of some tucker. Tied the boat off out there. The tide's coming in though, so hopefully we can still get to it without swimming on the way back. Oh, there's an eerie looking swamp in the back there. Okay, we're going to go for a walk in there soon. I'm just going to check this water's edge. Bloody dirty. So dirty and hard to see. I'm going to find some nice cleaner water, clearer water. Nah, this isn't looking that good. Might have a look out the back. I like this white sandy kind of stretches like this. If you go back, I don't know, 10 episodes or something like that, we got a really nice muddy on white sand like that, and we saw heaps and they're just swimming around. I suppose just patrolling the shallows, hunting. Look at this joint. Yeah, I'm going to be super careful in here. Being the wet season, nesting season for the saltwater crocodile, and female crocodiles get very cranky and territorial with their nests. Do not want to come across one. I know you guys probably want me to, but I want to get home to my family. Right, look at this. This is super eerie in here. I think I'm just going to patrol the edges here. Have an escape route in mind. Lots of little crabs. Lots of little ones, but no big bucks. So many mosquitoes. Does look like a good habitat for them because at high tide this will all be underwater. So I don't think I've said it yet this episode, but we most of our trips we take no food and we catch barramundi. They're our target species because we've fished them for a long time. We know how to target them and we can rely on them for food. But being the wet season, it's closed season for barramundi, I think for about another week. So we might be able to do some barra fishing later, but we're not allowed to target them. So you'll see us fishing today with lures, very similar lures, with same lures as how we target barramundi. But we're going to be chasing mangrove jack, threadfin salmon, queenfish, trevally, just anything really for food. I'll get out of here. I think we go try something else. The tide's coming in now. Like really coming in, which makes it really hard to hunt for mud crabs. I don't know how Dane's going. It actually looks way better up here. Whoa, look at this for a tree. Holy dooly. That's a monster. A monster in the tree. Hey Dane! Dane! You all good? Sick of mosquitoes.
Hey?
I'm sick of these mosquitoes. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Did you see anything?
No.
Yeah.
Saw some big logs, but actually much habitat under them.
No.
Pretty shallow.
No, the tide's coming in too much. I'd like to be walking that mangrove edge out there.
Yeah.
I went back up into here. Did you stick your head in there?
No.
It is a gnarly forest. It's like this goes up this ridge and goes down. And it's just weird looking mangroves, really different, and just dark and like low lying water. But perfect environment for them. Heaps of little crabs in there, but no big holes. Did you see this thing?
Yeah.
What a weapon.
I've got this. Look how straight this thing is.
Yeah.
I got that from just there. Hopefully this is a bit better for
Oh,
them.
look at this nautilus shell. Look at that. Oh. Whoa.
Whoa.
Look at that thing.
That's nuts.
It's perfect. There's not a
That
bit
is-
off it.
Oh.
Or is it not?
Pretty much. It's got one little chip in it.
Did you just chip it?
Holy.
That's a weapon. Bloody beautiful.
It's a great one.
Leave it in the water for someone else's little home. It's a beauty. In the water here, but not good. Not good. Right, we're aborting the mud crab mission for now. Go chase some fish. First fish of the day. Wrong camera. And it's a barra. So we can't keep barra at the moment, like I said this morning, but we can release him safely. Now, you don't want to be hanging over the side of the boat. We're just drifting this edge here. As you can see, there's lots of timber structure. And we're just flicking lures, trying to pick up a jack or a cod or something before we punch upstream, which I think we're going to stop now and do that. Alright, Dane's got him off, straight back in the water. Hey mate. Nice. First fish of the day. It's hard not to catch barra up here, I tell you. Okay, let's try something else. We're going to push upstream while this tide's running in. Go right up and just go explore, see what we can find. If we find a rock bar or something, we've got more of a chance of catching a different variety of fish. So that's the plan. That's what we're doing, guys. Straight upstream. So you can see as we move further upstream here, the vegetation is changing a lot. We've got these big palms on one side. I don't know what sort of palms they are. But we're also coming to big steep banks and lots of eucalypts and melaleucas and stuff. So you really go from a complete different ecosystem to down to the mouth where it's all mangroves. Little honey hole up in there. Even though we're not fishing, it's still really exciting. I reckon here, see this big deep bend, it should be really deep. All along there. I just can't believe how still it is.
This place is wild, man. Oh, big hole.
Yeah, how deep?
Decent sharp hole from 4 metres, 6.5 metres. Right back up.
Wow. That could be worth a trial. What we're looking for is moving water, some kind of structure with the tide or, you know, current pushing through it. We haven't found anything yet. It's very still and eerie. No big crocodiles yet, but it definitely looks like the right kind of habitat to see one. You know, something like this, if we could find something like that, but with water moving through it, I think we're on. That's what we're looking for. Look at this! Man, I thought that was a big cloud up there. It looked like a big cloud and like the treetops sticking through. Have a go at that. Whoa! What a crazy spot, eh? Yeah. I was just about to...
Just looking at it and then it just computed like all the data process.
Yeah. Oh, look at this, the snag. And coconut palm. Whoa. This place is insane. Oh yeah, not coconut. Oh, this is looking good. Wow, all this structure. Look at it all under there. Yes.
Oh, look at those junk trees. They're nearly in the green.
Wow.
So these trees, they must have started. They must have started and they've subsided underneath them, and then those roots have just grown back into trees.
Yeah, yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
The actual trunk continues on down below it.
Must have been like that for years.
That's a perfect, I think there's a croc in there.
Huh?
I can hear something in there and I was just thinking, and I reckon it's a perfect spot for a croc nest. I think I might have heard something in there. Can't see anything.
No.
Too dense. I reckon there would be though. There, look at the sand dune up there in the distance behind me. Pure white sand. Isn't that amazing? This ecosystem's just so strange.
So weird, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so really wild.
Well, this is it, guys. This is as far as we're going to go. We've just found the rock bar. Hang on, let me... No, lens is okay. We just found the rock bar. You can see the bit of turbulence in the water here. We might drop the pick here and have a few casts, maybe. Oh, it's looking good because you can see water really wrapping around the corner up there. This might be worth a few casts, and then we'll start heading back down to the mouth. We could even tie the boat up and walk up around and see where the water's pushing through up there.
Yep.
It's good to see some water moving. Alright, let's have a few casts. You can see it's a rock bar, you can see the movement on the water, the current on top of the water. And then just have a look around here, see what else we can find. There's freshwater mud shell here everywhere. See if we can find some of them too.
I reckon that patch back there is definitely.
How's your energy levels, mate?
Not too bad, but half coconut flesh. Not a massive lunch, is it? Heck is that?
I'm stoked. Oh.